A good win and a deserved one.
Yeah, I think so. I think we carried on the performance from Saturday. Very gritty, did the basics really well, and we knew we had to today. It's easy to say when you've won a game, but in the preparation and the build-up, we feel these are one of the best footballing teams in the league. They've opened some teams up and they score a lot of goals, and if you allow them to play, they cause you problems. They've got an excellent coach. So we knew we had to get after them, we knew we had to try and stop them at source. They caused us problems at times, they've got good players. You can see why they've been successful, but I thought to a man tonight, again, we were organised, we were disciplined. If we're being honest, we could have had 3 or 4 goals tonight. And I think that's the bit that we really got to kind of hone in on, because that game can be put to bed a little bit earlier and we're not holding on. But that's the moment we're in at the minute, and I'm just proud of everyone tonight. I thought the players, the staff, the supporters that were here tonight were outstanding for us, and all the credit goes to the players tonight.
Were you getting frustrated when the goal wasn't coming?
No, not tonight. I think that there's been a shift over the last probably 7 days for us, and I've done a lot of praying, and I know God is good, so I know that we'll always win. And I just felt tonight it was coming. How it was going to come, I wasn't sure. But when you're putting people under that much stress, at some point there has to be a breakthrough. The one area you have to be aware of is on transition. When the game breaks down, they are very good. They've got some really good dynamic players, and we was aware of that, and we dealt with it well. We dealt with it really well.
Because even though you dominated, Christian actually did have to make a couple of really good saves.
Yeah, and that's good. Look, when you come to tough places like this, and especially on a Tuesday night with a big travel, it's always going to be hard. These have been successful for a reason, and when you study their performances and you look at the previous games, these will be in and around it come the end of the season. I've got no doubts about it. So at some point you have to call on your big players, and when Dibbs was called upon, he, as usual, he was outstanding. But I thought everyone to a man tonight was exceptional.
Anxious finish, but the crucial thing is you defended those corners.
Yeah, look, when you're away from home in the last few minutes and you win a game, you're always going to come under it. And as a coach, you can move things about and do so many things, but that's where you have to trust your players and rely on your players. And we came in under a bit of stick for our corners a couple of weeks ago, and rightly so. But tonight and I think Saturday we've been exception, and there's been a lot of work gone into them from Tom Palmer. He takes a lot of credit for that. So yeah, again, well done to everybody.
Just briefly, an early blow for Jordan Tunnicliffe. Any idea what that is?
We're not sure yet. It just tightened up, and with Tunny we wasn't going to risk it. Same with Digger. When we've had to take Digger off, he's got a slight issue in his knee, which two blows, if I'm being honest. But we'll deal with them in the morning. We'll be back into training first thing in the morning and get our recovery in. And great win, big 3 points. But ultimately, like when we drew games or lost games, it's on to the next one straight away. I don't get too low when we lose games, and I don't get too high when we win them. It's a long season. There's a lot of games, a lot of points to play for. But for the next few hours, I'm going to enjoy the atmosphere with the boys.